What is going on, guys? What is going on? Great to see you. You guys like that thumbnail? There's more to come. There's more to come. I thought we'd have some fun with the thumbnails. Let me just make this announcement real quick. Live now. All right, cool. So first things first, this week is actually the beginning of major earning season, right? So, oh shit, actually, wait a minute. Overlay with cam. This should work here. All right, cool. Now you can see my screen. So this is actually the first week of earnings of major earnings season. We have the two big ones that I'm watching are Logitech and Southwest Airlines. No, I'm kidding. The two big ones that I'm watching are Netflix Tuesday after market close and Tesla Wednesday after market close. Had to hide the porn window. Yeah, bro, I was watching your mom. She did really well. But Netflix after Tuesday and Tesla after Wednesday. So that's what I'm watching at the moment. Now, obviously, all eyes on Tesla, but here is what I'm potentially looking to do with Tesla before I get into the analysis of the S&P and Nasdaq. On earnings day, people think that Tesla moves a lot. Typically, it doesn't. Actually, we have this data. Log in. I don't know what the hell my password is. Luckily, it's safe for me. I'd vote for you for president. Guys, that is I'd rather be the Federal Reserve chairman than president. All right. So if you take a look at the last, where's earnings at? Right here. If we take a look at the last few earnings, oh my God. Actually, this is surprising to me. Tesla was significantly down the last three earnings. If you had asked me before looking at this, I would not have guessed that. So there was a time in which Tesla wouldn't move much during earnings and we'd play iron condors. But in this case, out of the last 12 earnings, Tesla has beat the expected move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about even. 50% of the time it beats the expected move out of the last 12 earnings, and 50% of the time it doesn't. We'll see. I personally don't have a strong opinion so far. I do have to analyze it a little bit more. I might end up just doing an iron condor on Tesla earnings. Actually, I want to see how much that pays. Do I have this up? I want to see how much that pays. I'll wait until market open. So let me take a look at do some top-down analysis on ES and NQ. I'm more interested in NQ at the moment because NQ was actually up higher and it dipped a bit. And what I'm looking to see from the high time frame is, are we in a bullish or bearish bias? Now, for those of you that are in the mastermind, shout out to the mastermind students. you would know that your bias, you can set an initial bias for the day, whether you're bearish or bullish, and it can actually change, right? So there are some days where you might be bearish biased and then something happens throughout the day or some imbalance gets filled and you can shift to bullish. Like there are days where it is optimal to, short first and then take a long position after lunch or vice versa. That can happen. So in this case, we took out daily buy side from yesterday, right? This is buy side on the 4 hour, sorry. And we are coming into a 4 hour fair value gap. Obviously, we could dig into this some more. We also have all of these fair value gaps here, right? These breakaway gaps here. So there are quite a few imbalances to work with here. Here's where I want to start drilling down to lower time frames to see what's going on. You can see that buy side liquidity taken here. On the 15-minute, same thing. Now, what I'm looking to see is if we get a power of 3. So it looks like we did get a power of 3 move, right? Here's your consolidation. And here's your manipulation into buy side liquidity. This is very strong. If you were up during London hours, there was actually a pretty nice trade to take off of this retracement here. Because what you want to see is you want to see power of 3 move into a liquidity zone, right? And then here's your expansion or distribution, right? Now, what we're trying to determine is if this has a chance to continue downward. And market opens in 7 minutes. This is London low. Remember, this is a NASDAQ. Power 3 move already played out. Now, it doesn't mean it can't keep going down. But we did get a power of 3 move that can continue. And it looks like we did shift structure to bearish, but we also took out London low. So the bearish structure shift was here. And you have a fair value gap here. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Let me just look at the dollar real quick. Okay, dollar is well into that daily fair value gap, and it rejected with wicks quite a few times. Looks like the dollar has a chance to continue moving down, although on the monthly, there is a potential to move up into this monthly fair value gap here. But that right now is not, there isn't any indication telling me that. So on the daily, if we bounce off of this, fair value gap on the daily, then I would say that the dollar is actually moving to this monthly level, which would mean a drop in potential and a drop in gold, potentially a drop in oil. Remember, oil and dollar are not perfectly correlated, and potentially a drop in stocks. Guys, there's 500 of you here and 93 likes. That is unfair, guys. I know that you guys like to keep this tight-knit and you want it all to yourselves, but it is very important that people get proper information. So make sure you hit that thumbs up so that this stream is found by others. Tesla just had a downgrade this morning. Let's see by who, though. Morgan Stanley cuts price target on Tesla to 345 from 380. Cool. If I buy basic membership to TradingView, no. Real-time data on futures and the premium membership on TradingView is not the same thing. Patricia says, I want everybody to find you. Appreciate you. Or Patrizia. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Thoughts on TTD. Thoughts and prayers. Lazy questions get lazy answers, bro. If we take a look at the SPY, a lot of people are asking me what happens at all-time highs. I went over this in my video yesterday, and I said that in most circumstances, all-time highs continue to go up. And we can hit that 500 level on the SPY, that 500 psychological next level. But there are quite a few things that I am worried about, for sure. Like when the 10-year and 2-year gets uninverted, when this comes back up, I am worried definitely about a recession. Also, as I said before, we have, you fuck bucket. Anyway, the chance of a recession was put at 70% by May. And then if you look at the CME watch tool, because of all of the good economic data that we had last week, the chance of a cut in March has disappeared. This right here was up as high as 80%. It is now 44%. And most institutions think the Fed is going to skip and not cut, and I think the same. I think that there's no way the Fed can cut in March. Now in May, I think it's a different story. I think we will get our first cut in May. All right, let's check out ES, do some top-down analysis here. So on ES, what is this level? What in the same hell? All right, same thing, ES. Buy side. What is this line? Right, 4-hour buy side. We jump to the 5-minute. Oh, very interesting about ES. SMCI is on a ridiculous run up. Yeah, you missed it. So what? You can't go back in time, bro. This is what's interesting here. We have equal highs on the S&P. NASDAQ doesn't have this problem. So NASDAQ looks like this right here is just bearish structure. Now you can take a crack at a short here. You can take a crack at a 2-to-1 short here, right? This right here is a 2-to-1 short. Would I do it? No. A couple things. You have OTE before market open. Market just open. You have OTE up here. At this fair value gap. And more dangerously, you have ES creating equal highs. So I want to see these equal highs get taken out. You bought calls on SMCI. Oh my God. What is it going to take? What is it going to take to teach you guys not to implement bad habits, bro? You know, people are going to chase. People are going to FOMO at the highs. People are going to buy options that have inflated premiums. But this is why a lot of times, like, I try to institute tough love on you guys, man, because these are really bad habits and you're going to go broke doing this. You're going to blow your account doing this. See? This is why you don't short. There's OTE right there. Small caps breaking out. I know, bro. We've been in small caps since November. People are going to FOMO with the mouth. That's a good one. Here's the opening move. I'm looking for these highs on ES to be taken out. No short yet until that happens. No short until this gets taken out. And when it gets taken out, you guys are going to say, holy shit, it's magic. How did you know that? It ain't magic. It's just patience and discipline, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, fellas and ladies. Now I'm really curious what happens here. Now I'm really curious what happens here, guys. Am I holding Apple? It's my biggest holding, bro. Apple has become my biggest holding. So, but me holding Apple and you holding Apple are completely different, bro. How does me holding Apple have any bearing on you holding Apple? The first time I bought Apple, it was $25 in today's prices. So how does me holding Apple from 2009 and you holding Apple the same thing? All right, we still got bearish divergence between NQ and ES. Now, here's something I want you guys to look at. NQ is up 0.73%. ES is up 0.47%, right? So technically, NQ percentage-wise is higher. So far, ES is stronger. You might say to yourself, well, that doesn't make sense. How can you say that? I could say that because ES is creating higher highs after breaking out and busting these relative equal highs, right? ES is creating higher highs, and NQ is still creating lower highs. Now, eventually, this divergence might revert, and NQ might eventually make higher highs. So far, this divergence still exists, and this is still very interesting to me. So what I'm looking at is this divergence going to go away? If so, then it becomes a lesser point of confluence. Tesla rocketing. Yeah, that's awesome. Tesla is rocketing because we have a lot of Tesla. And I have the 205 cash secure puts. I think it's going to reverse based on what? This is awesome, man. Trust me, if I had my way, I'd want the market to do this every single day. Like, who wouldn't want this? Well, I could tell you who wouldn't want this. People who watch Game of Trades wouldn't want this. Or Maverick of Wall Street. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Guys, 70% of Top Step right now. So for those of you that don't know, I got funded on Top Step. And in the Discord, I go through my whole, every trade I took, every instrument that I traded, how I got funded, etc. So if you guys are interested in getting funded right now, even if you've never done it before, and now you are interested in getting funded, you can get 70% off Top Step. It's that link pinned to the chat here in YouTube or in the description. But sign up, you can get a 50,000 account for $49, and it's typically 130, 140, something like that. So make sure you sign up and take advantage of that and get yourself a $50,000 account. I am going to do a detailed video on funded trading, but until that happens, make sure you get yourself a Top Step account, guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. What do you have against Maverick or Wall Street? I think fear porn finance channels are literally the worst things in the industry. That's what I have against them. I think it's literally the worst thing in the industry. Positive TV, cool, bro. We're positive. Awesome. Congrats. Yeah, I think fear porn channels are the worst thing in the industry. You know why? Here's why. Because there's a lot of reasons why I think this, okay? But if all you're doing is interjecting fear because it sells, right? Like I run a YouTube channel. I know how this works, okay? If I say everything's going to hell, the market's crashing, blah, 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 all this stuff, I'm going to get more clicks, all right? Now, not only am I getting more clicks, I'm leading people down a path of not investing, okay? So everyone that watches that channel, you think anyone bought the dip? You think anyone signed up to buy the dip, right? Do you think anyone has an investing target? No, they're listening to these people talk about the world is ending. You're stupid if you buy stocks. You're dumb if you buy stocks here. 2008 is coming. Market is ripping to all-time highs, and these guys got their hands in, their hands on their crotch and nothing to show for it, right? And now, because they missed the all-time highs, right, they're going to continue the fear porn, and they're going to say, this is rigged. Don't worry. Like, the market has no business being this high. It's rigged. It's not your fault that you didn't buy. And it sort of becomes a place where everyone starts placating each other and comforting each other, right? Under the auspices that the market is rigged. It's not you. Don't worry if you didn't make money. The system is not for you. Like, what is the point of that type of channel, right? Like, what is the point of that type of content? It's one thing to be objective and be like, hey, guys, like my video yesterday, I said, guys, I will be lying to you if I told you that I wasn't paying close attention here to what's going on with the yield curve uninverting, to what's going on with the fact that we hit all-time highs with peak rates. That's usually not a good sign, right? That's objective. But then when we are in a situation where the market is correcting, I'm like, there's no way I'm not buying stuff here, right? You have objective analysis. If my whole channel is based around the world is ending, you're stupid if you buy stocks, you don't know what you're doing, the market is rigged, these people are playing a game on you, and then you miss the entire rally, and now I'm an idiot for giving you that information, and I have to dig my heels in, right? Because I was bearish to start, so now there's no way that I can look stupid and bury my ego and now say, guys, you know what? I was wrong. The market's actually really bullish. So now I'm going to continue this narrative and try to make you feel better, all while you're just sitting there poor and you didn't invest shit. So that's my problem with those channels. Sir, tell me about Noor Trader. He is in loss. I have no idea. Noor Trader is fake or not? Bro, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Fuck. My battery on my mouse went out. All right. Probably has a little bit left. I'm from India. Okay, cool, bro. I I don't know what to tell. I don't know who that is. Do your research on them. I don't know. If you're asking if someone's fake, then probably they are. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna take a crack here. NQ's way weaker than ES, and also didn't offer any pullbacks here. That's why I said wait until these highs get taken. And that's when you set up for a short. How does a top step trading account work? I'll tell you in a second. I'm looking to see if we get a retracement up here. See, this right here probably took a lot of people's stops out, right? Because like I told you before, this is why it's so important to pay attention to what ES and NQ are doing in conjunction, right? You had bearish market structure, definitely broke structure, below London low, right? And then we had a reversal or a retracement, and people probably tried to go short from here. But what did I tell you when we got to this level? I said, look at ES. It made equal highs. These want to get taken out. And so you have to wait for this to happen. And while ES tries to take out these equal highs, which is a trap, NQ completely surpasses this fair value gap. So a lot of people probably got burned here. And a lot of people probably got burned here. Right? And then eventually NQ went back up, took out some more liquidity, and now it's ready to go short. You shorted that, Jixer? Good job if you did. Trusty Rahul, bro. Look, do I look Indian to you? Right? And I don't mean that disparagingly. I mean seriously, do I look Indian to you? Is this channel, am I tracking the Indian market? No, bro. And guess what? I get recommendations on my YouTube for Indian stock market channels all day. You couldn't find another channel except for mine to come and ask me 5 times to do analysis on the Indian market? There's probably a lot of fine people doing analysis on the Indian market. I'm not one of them, bro. All right. Abstract. You get an evaluation account first. That evaluation account, you have to take it to 53,000 without going in drawdown. So you have to make 3,000 and your max drawdown is 2,000. And if you can get to that 3,000 with a few more caveats, then you are funded. And then they give you a $50,000 funded account to trade with. And then at that point, oh, this looks like a decent trade here. I don't know if I want to short ES. Dude, today looks like it's going to be set up to absolutely murder people on both sides. Because while the indices did take out liquidity, and move down, one, ES still looks very strong. ES still looks very strong. And NQ is probably going to induce a lot of people to short here. But NQ just took out London lows at 9:30 open. I cannot short here. Nvidia at 600, good call. Yeah, I told you it's more likely to get to 600 than whoever was trying to short it. His problem is that he's too cautious. He's not cautious. It's fear porn. It's not being cautious. Like right now, I'm cautious, right? Do you think I'm buying stocks now? Definitely not the mega caps. That's being cautious. But telling you don't invest because the world's going to end and you're stupid if you invest and this is all rigged. What's the point of even tracking finance then? If you think it's rigged, then there's no point in analysis because your analysis won't be objective if it's a rigged game. Right? Like what's the point of playing a game if you know it's rigged? These channels make a ton of, look at their views, right? I mean, props to them. Like, do your thing. But their views are insane. Like, they're in the hundreds of thousands. Do you know how much 100,000 viewed finance video is on YouTube? I can tell you because I've had videos occasionally hit the 6-figure mark. Do you know how much they pay you? It's the highest CPMs on all of YouTube. Would you take a look at IWM? And then what? What do you want me to look at on IWM, bro? Be specific, please. You want to know how much? All right, bro. Here, I'll show you. I'm the most honest person on fucking YouTube, bro. And YouTube probably doesn't want me to show this, but I'll show this to you. So I had a video a few years ago that got 176,000 views, right? Back when we were in an Uber bull market, and I was trading small caps, right? Because there was insane opportunities there. So I did a small caps video. This video got 176,000 views, right? Nobody will show you this stuff. This is how much the revenue is for 176,000 views, right? That's crazy. So imagine every one of your videos does this. Now, my videos don't get those types of views, right? This, to me, was an anomaly. But for a fear porn channel, they're getting these views every video they upload, right? Like, my videos get, like, 20,000 views in general. So for those of you that doubt what the intention is of people trying to generate as many views as possible in this space, I just showed you what it is. Now watch YouTube take my account away. Guys, there's 700 of you here, 291 likes. All right. At least hit a thumbs up for transparency. And the thumbnail. Come on. Nobody's giving you this level of transparency. I think there is a 500 likes for a hoodie. Man, I've been giving away too many hoodies, bro. I'm breaking the bank on hoodies. Hadrami. What's going on, bro? What is going on, bro? $400 likes for thoughts on the meaning of life. We're at 400 already. If you get to 500, yes, I'll give you thoughts. I'll give you my thoughts on the meaning of life. In all seriousness, I'm looking at potential longs here. This is a very ugly day to trade, by the way. Sonar says, Hadrami, not nice to say Zub. Does that mean something in Turkish, Sonar? Do you see any trade? Bro, I've been in IWM. You don't jump into things as you get excited because they're now mooning and you didn't buy them when nobody wanted them. Look at when I got in IWM, bro. November 10th. Right here. That's when I bought IWM. And here's my analysis. You can screenshot this. So, yeah. And by the way, if you want all this analysis in real time, just sign up using the link below. You'll get all my analysis, day trades, long term, etc. in real time. All right, so we have these equal lows here on NASDAQ. I'm looking to see if I can find a trade-off here. Possible long on Palantir. My God, Palantir is up 9%, dude. Why are you trying to chase? Why don't you guys long this stuff before? I don't understand. Like, you see something up 10% and now you want to chase it? Is Mastermind for lifetime access? Yes, you get lifetime access and access to every mastermind. For noobs, following the market is better to use ES, SPY, or both. Depends on what you're doing. ES is futures, SPY is an ETF. Wow, huge divergence between ES and NQ. Huge. Look at what ES is doing, and look at what NQ is doing. This is a very funny day to trade. It's like I can't fathom to short ES, and I can't fathom to long NQ. This market feels like manipulation. All right, bro. IWM rotation out of QQQ. Yes. I mean, that was one of my theses from my video yesterday, that IWM is one of those things that's still beat up, and then we will likely see a rotation into small caps, into shit stocks, until this yield curve uninverts and we get to a recession, right? Welcome, Sabri Garland. It's like playing poker in a casino. Why the hell is Riot up? Is Riot and Mara up? And by the way, down? What's by the way? At what point do you start shorting the market? Go ahead, bro. Be my guest. All right. So my current thesis right now is I think these lows will get taken out on NASDAQ. ES looks very tough to short. Are we going to have a soft landing? I don't think so. I might take a crack here. I might take a crack here at a one contract short. $17,540.75. Should I do it? Here's what I don't like, guys. That the market keeps on leaving these equal highs. So just like before when I said I think oh, there it is. There it is. Everything is trending up. Good. Good. Long-term portfolio at all-time highs. I'm definitely happy about that. Does an election year make it less likely for a recession? Watch my video from yesterday, David. But think of the last three recessions: 2020, 2008, 2000. All three of those were election years. So on days like this, you need confirmation that the trend wants to shift, right? You need a market structure shift on at least a 5 minute. There's no way I could take a trade off of a 1 minute market structure shift with this type of price action. Absolutely no way. The last video was great. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sona. Yeah, this is brutal. But I think these lows get taken out on NASDAQ. (2000, 2008, and 2020 were all change in president. Yeah, but 2020 was the only one where the president didn't serve 2 terms. Rotation to small caps finally. Where you been, Frapello? Small caps have been rallying, bro. They just took a little bit of a minor setback. But we bought small caps. I just showed it to you in November. So it's been rallying, and it just had a correction. Is this a good time to sell CSPs on Tesla? If you're asking, probably not. Because if it was a good time to sell CSPs, it's dependent on whether you want to own the stock at these prices. And asking someone else if you want to own the stock at these prices probably means that you're not comfortable with doing so. Oh, man. Can we go in Unity for a third time? We made 500% off of Unity software. I'll be honest, I don't like the volume here. I think the Unity play is done. I think it's a great time to buy leaps on Tesla. Not for me. Not for me. I'd rather sell puts on Tesla, and I have quite a few puts. At 205. I have the 205 puts, so that would give me Tesla below 200 if I got a sign. Just got 20 points on MNQ short. Good job, Kathy. What did you short? Ooh, we are going for those lows. We are going for those lows. Wild. Wild how that works. Yo, I like your taste of watches. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You were in that short too? God damn, everyone got in that short? Good job. Did the exact same short, Lex says. Well, here's your take profit. It's about to take out these equal lows. Actually, I would take profit here anyway, because what it could do on a day like today is leave out another equal low and go back up. So make sure you are booking that profit. There you go. Just like that. Hey. I was long from 17,520. Ooh, that's a tough long, bro. With these equal lows, that's a tough long. I'm sorry if that trade didn't work out for you, bro. Nvidia short since Friday. Why would you short Nvidia since Friday, bro? Why would you short this? Using fibs? I'm in longer. Longer what? See, this hopefully you took profit, Lex and gang. Like I said, on a day like today, it could just leave equal lows and go up. What's going on, Harris? Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God, we now have equal lows on ES. All right, market has been open for 40 minutes now. I need a good trade. What was your trade? Not, it would help to know what your trade is. You said I took a trade. What do you think? Well, what was your trade? Not a fortune teller, guys. Wow, even gold chart is hideous. Monday, January 22nd. Yeah. We still did not take out relative equal lows on NQ. I know. I said that on a day like today, that's a possibility. So if you're in an NQ short, you should take profits and not bank on those lows yet. Okay, we have a 4 hour. If I extend this right, oh, this is a daily fair value gap. Was this mitigated? Oh, interesting. This is why looking left is so important. So I couldn't tell what highs we were reaching for. And although the SPY made all-time highs, ES hasn't because futures contracts are continuous. And so we have this January 2022 fair value gap on the daily. And look where we are here, guys. We extended it all the way to the right. This is on the daily chart. So this is a 2 freaking years. We are now in January 2024. This is a 2 year daily fair value gap. Wow. This makes a lot of sense. Why we are moving up here. Let me look at the RTH. Oh, smack. Okay. A lot of top wicks on Tesla, maybe dump. Not how it works. Not how it works. You're gonna go broke trading like that. This is an RTH gap, guys. This is an RTH gap. I think eventually today, what's going to happen is we are going to end up coming down here in an attempt to fill it, taking out these equal lows. That's what I'm going to be waiting for later in the day. We have about 2 hours before lunch, but that's what I'm waiting for. Well, it's not going to reverse because of the gap. So it's important to note that these gaps often don't get filled. But the fact that we are in a daily fair value gap. Now, what happens, guys, is you want to avoid shorting when you have equal highs right there. And you want to avoid longing when you have equal lows right there. So what I think will happen is we will take out these equal highs, maybe dig more into this fair value gap, at least to the 50% line, which is this purple line here, and then potentially set up for a broad short. That's what I'm waiting for. I think we take out these highs. And NQ, we now have equal lows here. And there's still hella divergence between NQ and ES. ES looks a lot cleaner to me. So I might take this trade on ES later. Intraday is what I mean. Nat, I already asked you, bro. You cannot say I took a trade. What do you think of it? What was your trade? Long? Short? You posted the question twice, but you didn't tell me what your trade was. I think it's too early for a short, in my opinion. I think it's too early for a short. The story is liquidity, bro. And right now, liquidity probably rests above here. So in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think it's too early for a short. I'm long on AMN. I don't know what that is, bro. Hey, TT, can you help me, please? I made a trade. Indian market, please. Y'all are crazy. All right, Tesla looks like it wants to keep going, which is good. I think Tesla can bounce off a pre-market high here. Let's see. And there's a fair value gap here. I think Tesla can bounce off of this level. What's the next level up? We got 217 and 219 in the midst, but I think we can get a bounce on Tesla here. Are TQQQ and SQQQ bad instruments for long-term holds? Yes. SQQQ is way worse because it is an inverse ETF, an inverse leveraged ETF. So there's NAV decay. Kramer said Tesla is out this morning. Only 6 left. 6 what left? Can we look at the market analysis on Tencent? No, not at the moment. But I appreciate your question. Yeah, I'm only interested. Wait a minute. Where was I at? I'm only interested when if we take out these highs here on ES. It keeps leaving behind equal highs. And these equal lows will get taken out on NQ. It's just a matter of, does ES want to come up and take out these highs first, or does it want to take out these lows first? Because right now ES is leading the way. But clearly, like, if we entered a trade, aside from a scalp, there's no broad trade here, right? Aside from a scalp, there's no broad trade yet. Is loading up on TLT a safe bet? Loading up on anything is not a safe bet. And you are too late on TLT, in my humble opinion. Again, you want to get in this stuff when it's early. We got in TLT in November. Some of you new people don't believe me, and that's why I have to keep pulling up these receipts here. But November 8th is when I did my TLT write-up. TLT and TMF. You can screenshot this if you like. It's an old alert. But this is why I think our group is the most valuable group. Because not only do we do day trades, but I give you my broad-based analysis on things way ahead of time. So while everybody's looking at IWM and TLT now, we got into IWM and TLT all the way back here. Come on, guys. Please make a decision. Take out either the lows or take out the highs because I need to take a trade. What's one principle of trading you wish you could force people to understand? Bro, I don't wish I could force people to do anything. People are going to do what they want to do, bro. But in terms of trading, it's a cliche to say this, but it's way more psychological than it is actually technical, right? So the reason that here's a really great analogy, right? Or a really great concept here. If I told you guess the market direction, up or down, right? You see this all the time where traders say, I lose money every time. Every time I do something, the market does the opposite, right? Do you think that that's statistically possible, right? If I just gave you a guess and I said up or down, you would be right 50% of the time. So why do day traders have a 95% loss rate? It's not because they're guessing wrong. It's because of what you do after you enter a position. And generally, that comes in the form of cutting winners too quick and letting losers bleed. And that's really it. That's why day traders lose. It's not that they guess direction wrong. You cannot be wrong every time. Right? You cannot be wrong 95% of the time. You're going to be right 50% of the time if you even just guessed, let alone if you have an edge that allows you to, do better than 50%. But just imagine you didn't have an edge and you just guessed 50% of the time you're going to be right. So why do you lose 95% of the time? It's because of what you do after you enter. Really, that's it. Liking the video is free, folks. That's right. Also, it's not 250 likes. It's 447. But yes, I agree with you. I like watching you and Mitch Ray. I don't know who that is, bro, but I'll take your word for it. You two are smart traders that look at all sides and think before you jump. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys. Love Cavs. What's up? Random card break. Z is the edge. Rex Flexall, fantastic channel. Appreciate you, Rex, and welcome. All right. Equal lows or equal highs? Make a decision, Mr. Market, because we cannot front run this. Wow, this is one humongous power of three here. Yeah, someone said that this might be setting up for 4 p.m. and that's right. Do you also stream on the Discord? Yes. After this, I take the stream in-house to the Discord. I take it private to the Discord. Front run is the millionaire mindset. Y'all are funny. All right, I'm curious to see if Tesla. I don't generally trade calls and puts intraday, but I'm curious to see if Tesla actually bounces off of this imbalance here. Let's see. Been watching and following the Discord. Appreciate you, Madling. Where in the Discord? I cannot find it there. Are you in the free section? Saman? If you're in the free section, you won't be able to find it. That's just how it goes, bro. Why don't you trade intraday? I do. I said I don't trade intraday options. I trade intraday futures. Tom R, what's going on, bro? Oil futures? Yes. Oil futures definitely has liquidity. For sure. For sure. Right now, oil has been barcoding since what has been going on in the Red Sea, but not a huge breakout either way. Used to trade intraday options though. Yeah, once in a blue moon. It's just in my view, it's a losing strategy. So. ES long. Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I think these highs mean that we will likely dig more into these highs. And remember, we have this right here is a 4-hour daily fair value gap. This purple line is the 50% mark. So my thesis, as I said earlier, is that we take out these highs, at least get to this 50%, and then potentially have a chance to fill this RTH gap at some point. This right here, right? But that's my thesis. Equal highs taken out, right? Now, equal lows could get taken out first. But I do think that eventually we will get here today. So that's my thesis. Don't get why Boyle is down considering the bad weather, because Boyle is a piece of shit. Boyle is a leveraged ETF that people don't understand what leveraged ETFs are. And they look at Boyle and they're like, oh my God, this used to trade at blah, blah, blah. Why is it here now? Because Boyle is a leveraged ETF and it was forced to reverse split 1 million times. That's why when you look at its high, it's in the thousands. That's due to a reverse split. So people just buy this hoping that they're going to get lucky and catch a big move to the thousands. That's not going to happen. This is a leveraged ETF. NAV decay is part of the story, and that's how it works. So people don't understand what they're trading. If you really want to look at natural gas, you got to look at NG, which are natural gas futures. Do not look at Boyle. This will tell you what the raw price of natural gas is, and will give you a better understanding of actual price action versus something being $20 that used to trade at $3,000, right? So right now, if you look at the monthly on natural gas for a very long time historically trades in the single digits, right? There was a time during certain geopolitical tensions and whatnot where natural gas was trading higher. But in general, natural gas does trade in the single digits during current times. All right, let's see. NQ just took out relative equal lows. Okay. SoFi up 10% today. Yeah, man. I mean, it's about fucking time. Wow. ES didn't take out lows? Bro, ES is messing with us today. Well, NQ is heading for this RTH gap. Yeah. So whoever got short on NQ, congrats. And I'm talking specifically about the person that was asking me about the short. Even if I'm not in a trade, I hope everybody makes money. Yep. Tesla completely surpassed this fair value gap here. How much PayPal got to run short term? Trading in such a tight range, no opportunity for now. I agree with you. It is a very tight range. Eventually, I do think that once these highs get taken out, whether today or tomorrow, there will be an opportunity. Is there any news on AMD? You can easily Google this, bro. All right, so we took out equal lows. Wow, 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 wow. Is Palantir a blue chip? No. How is Abercrombie going up nonstop? Bro, again, easy to Google. You can Google this. Okay. Still very hard to trust this move down. Not on NQ, but on ES. London lows are in the RTH gap, obviously. RTY may have topped. Here's what you want to do with something like RTY. You want to look at on the left. Is it in a high time frame? No, I don't think so, bro. Look at all these equal highs on RTH. That's a tough one, dude. I wouldn't bank on that just yet. Shout out to Kirsten for her call on ENPH. She did call ENPH. Once again, we get in this stuff early, guys. We get in this stuff early. There's ENPH. January. When was this? January 9th? Okay. What's happening? What do you mean? You told yesterday market will drop? I didn't say that, bro. I didn't say the market will drop. I said, here's why I'm worried about this all-time highs. So no, I cannot. You can't say that I was right just off of off of 1 hour of trading. I was talking about more broad, like for months to come. Here's why I think that this all-time high comes with these problems. Is there a stock ticker equivalent to ES to trade options? No, options and futures are not the same thing. There is no equivalent. You either trade futures or you trade options. It's like saying, how do I fly but in a motorcycle and not an airplane? They're two different things, bro. And if you don't have a futures account, Marvin, I suggest that you sign up for a Top Step account. Use that first link in the chat. ES equals SPY? No, ES does not equal SPY. SPY is an ETF. ES is a futures contract. AMD is crashing. You ever traded Roblox? Yeah, of course. Were you around in 2020, 2021? Does Top Step use MetaTrader or NinjaTrader? NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, and some other things. You could check on what natively, what it natively supports. Why did you think Tesla would move higher? I didn't. I said I'm watching this on Tesla here, and I also said I would not trade this intraday. But I said I'm watching this to see if Tesla would move higher. SPY still has a gap to fill. Yeah, which is the RTH gap on ES. What I'm looking to see now is if this right here is a liquidity grab, if it provides a long opportunity to take out these highs. And then dig more into the daily fair value gap before coming back down, which would be a monster trade. So if it did this, if it went up, took out these highs, and then sets up for a short to fill this gap, that is going to be a monster trade. So that's what I'm looking at. I will be sending it out in the Discord, of course. And then I'm also looking at these equal highs on RTH. What the hell? I'm looking at these equal highs on RTH. See if these get taken out. And on NQ, NQ looks, to me, I'm not looking to trade NQ today. So it's only that thesis on ES to take out these highs before short into the RTH gap. I think this will be a monster trade. Could potentially open up an iron condor for Tesla earnings. If I do that, again, we'll send it out in the Discord. And guys, all of my analysis, every single thing that I've ever looked at, long-term option selling, we have an option selling channel, swings, day trades, futures, etc. It's all here. So make sure you join us below. We are closing the group on January 31st, by the way. We are closing the group on January 31st. And then the only way you'll be able to get in is by waitlist and invite only. So make sure that you sign up. Use that coupon code AAPL. Get you $99 for life. So make sure you sign up using that. Because on January 31st, you won't be able to sign up anymore. So make sure you do that. And then also, yeah, follow my funded account journey. We do also have a prop trading firm channel where we have helped many people get funded that have never traded before. So if you are wanting to learn futures, you don't have a lot of capital or don't want to spend a lot of capital, going funded is a really, really good alternative. Man, I can't take a trade off of 1 minute, bro. Not on a day like today. I don't even know what that is, Kevo. Does this closing apply to grandfathered members? No. If you're in, you're in. 3M has good premiums, has cheap premiums. I don't know what you mean. But 3M, doesn't it report it reports earnings this week. So I wouldn't touch something like this. I don't know, like you want to buy calls after something that's run up 27% in a few weeks. It's just not the way I trade, guys. I appreciate the questions. It's just not the way I trade. This might be the long setup here. Where is going funded? What does that mean? What is where is going funded? I want to learn futures. Well, come join us, bro. Tesla got rocked. It's only down 0.6%. Calm down. I think people will try and long it for earnings, if that's my guess. And it will likely have one more capitulation below, or it might stay in a range, in which case I'll sell an Iron Condor. Either way, I'm going to send this out in the Discord. I wanted to thank you for the simple investing video you have made. Definitely helped me. Appreciate you. Everyone wants to do futures. Yeah, I mean, because it's the real deal. This options day trading sucks so bad. Options swing trading is a different story, but it's the most precise form of trading is futures. He means the link to the prop firm. It's right here, bro. It's at the top of the chat, or go in the description and look up the top step link. I think this might set up for the potential long here. Crazy question. Do you own Tesla stock? Yeah, of course. Is it best to stay away from zero DTE options in the afternoon? If you're asking a question like that, it's best to stay away from zero DTE options altogether. There's literally no point to trading them besides trying to hit 500% on a single day and then celebrate it while you lose the next 4 days. All right, guys, I'm going to look for a PM trade for ES. Hopefully we get a monster trade if we do end up filling this fair value gap more. But I will definitely be sending it out. I'll be sending out my Tesla trades if I take any. So make sure that if you want to join us, sign up in the link below. Come join us after January 31st. There will be no joining us. Oh, shit. Our Celsius cover calls are up hella. Might go back into Celsius here. Nope. Just the cover calls. So come check us out. And I'll see the rest of you guys in the Discord. We're going to take the stream private now. So for those of you in the Discord, I'll see you guys in the Discord in a bit. I'll send out the link. And we will continue this lovely stream and take some monster trades in the Discord. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.